Hello everyone and welcome to De Montfort University livestream. I am Vanessa.
And I'm Leah, and today we're excited to explore the world of computing, engineering and media.
Throughout this stream, we'll be joined by students, academics, and we'll even take you behind the scenes of some of our amazing facilities that we have to offer. So let's run through what we've got to look forward to today. So we'll be joined by academics and students from 3 of our schools. So we've got computing, sciences and informatics, we've also got engineering, and we've got the Leicester Media School. We'll also take a look behind the scenes of our mechanical engineering lab with one of our mechanical engineering students, Zach. So we've got that to look forward to later. So don't forget to send in any questions that you have and we'll do our best to answer them during the stream. So let's dive in, shall we? So we'll start off with computing and let's start off with our amazing facilities that we have. So we just launched the Digital Technology Learning Hub, which is a £6.5 million investment into our facilities. It features a DMU private cloud and it gives real world training into cybersecurity, artificial intelligence and data science. So let's speak to our academic and our student that's here today. So thank you for joining us. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Mohammed. I'm originally from Morocco and I'm a third year computer science student here at DMU.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Eerke Boysen, Head of School Computer Science and Informatics, originally from the Netherlands at DMU for 8 years.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. And since I kicked it off about our facilities, do you mind just giving us a bit of an overview of the amazing facilities that we have to offer here at DMU?
Of course, we have one of the best equipped cybersecurity labs for students. Many different specialized rooms with more network access than we would give our other students, because these students need to be able to explore things a bit. A cyber physical systems lab, a private cloud, as you already mentioned, and we also in the games area we have very specialized games labs with the nice chairs, the big screens, and all the things you expect. And the new facilities that we've been given through the OFS investment of Digital Technology Hub will give large rooms with lots of double screen computers and opportunities for teaching in all sorts of interesting ways. And I think you will see a bit more of that in the video later.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And Mohammed, you're a computer science student. You get to use these facilities, yourself. So what do you think of them?
I personally find them quite impressive, when I go to my labs and, or just work on my personal kind of tasks. It's very important to have equipped classroom with up-to-date softwares and also hardware. So I guess having those facilities really allows us to really kind of go above and beyond our courses and just explore things that are maybe not covered during our lectures or during our course. So, having those facilities really kind of brings value to what we do.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. And employability is really important to us here at DMU. So, Eerke, can you just start by giving me some examples of where some of our students have gone on to do placements or some of the jobs and careers that they've gone into?
Well, I think if we talk about placements, let's start with Mohammed. Where you've been on placement? Where have you been?
Yes, so I've been on my placement in Collins Aerospace, which is an aerospace and defense company. So I've joined the company late May 2023, and I finished my placement late May 2024.
So placement is probably one of the most important things that you can do in terms of employability. We leave our students free whether they do, at whatever point they can decide to take a placement or not. But I would heartily encourage it. The students who go on placement come back to their final year and they're fantastically geared up to get into jobs after that as soon as possible, and they really have their head down and get fantastic grades typically, and many of them come back with the job offer already in their pocket. So employability. Other things that happen, we have a career service which has won prizes in recent years in supporting our students. We have industry speakers, alumni coming back to tell us what it's really like out there. For example, in the cybersecurity course, we have every couple of weeks a speaker from industry to tell the students what it's really like in a fixed slot, and lots of alumni and other people coming back for that.
That's great, thank you. And a lot of our computing courses are accredited. So can you just talk to me about some of the accreditations that we have and how this benefits our students?
Sure. So all our undergraduate courses in computing and related subjects are accredited by the British Computer Society, which is the standard professional organization for computing in the country. On top of that, our computer networks and security course delivers some Cisco accreditation with it. So it's a very practical course in the networks area, where you get some of the Cisco certificates, or can get them, alongside doing the regular degree. And overall, we are recognized by the National Cybersecurity Center, which is a part of GCHQ, as an academic center of excellence in computer science education gold status, and there's only about 15 of those in the country, so we're very proud to be in that elite club.
That's great, thank you. And Mohammed, a question for you. What's your favorite thing about studying at DMU?
I guess me being a computer science student is just the fact that we get a taste of everything. Given my course, we get the best of different worlds. For example, we cover software engineering, web development, AI, cybersecurity, and I guess all sort of things that are related to IT in general, or DT, that really, gives me a taste of what I want to do in my career. So instead of me just focusing on one area and just, not knowing exactly what other topics or other subjects are really covering, the fact that I get the chance to experience and experiment with all of these modules and just get hands-on experience and just get close to what I'm actually going to be doing in real life, that really gives me more direction and more insights on my career and what I want to do next. And that's, I guess, very important for us, especially me, on my third year now, and looking for jobs and trying to get hired. I guess those are really important skills that not only appreciate, but I really love the fact that we get the chance to really grow and improve while being a student here at DMU.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Have you decided what you want to go on and do when you graduate?
Yeah, so I guess I'm very lucky because I got already an offer from my placement job. So that really
That's amazing.
That's great.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so exciting for you. Thank you for sharing that. So Urka, as you mentioned, we were named a gold standard teaching by the Academic Centre of Excellence in Cybersecurity Education. So I think that just shows the level, the high level of teaching that we have here and how amazing the academics are. So can you tell me a bit about your background and how you got to where you are today and why you're so passionate about it?
That's well. Don't ask me for career advice, because in 1983 I went to university to do computer science, and I still don't know what I'm going to do after that. So, but I guess part of where I got now is cybersecurity kicked off about 15 years ago in the UK, and it was an exciting subject. It was a subject where you get to talk to lots of people, lots of other disciplines, and I've stuck with cybersecurity as my topic. Get to talk about privacy, get to talk about data protection, and it's like many of the things that we do in our school, it is a topic that's very important in society now, right? In the last 2 weeks, I've been on radio twice to talk about ransomware attacks. Our academics get to talk about the impact of social networks. One of our colleagues works on the radicalization of older people through social networks, and has been mentioned in The Guardian for that recently. So we're doing research at the edge of things. Artificial intelligence, of course, is another big area. We've got undergraduate and postgraduate courses in artificial intelligence, and a lot of research going on in that area as well.
It's great to hear. That's amazing. Thank you. And just to highlight on some of the jobs, recent graduates have progressed into various careers, whether that's government, law enforcement, as security analysts, forensic investigators, cybersecurity engineers at organizations such as Deloitte, Airbus and Rolls-Royce. So there's lots of different opportunities when you study with us. And we've got, like we said, an award-winning careers team to help you. We've got academics to help you and support you and take you to the next level. So thank you, Karat and Mohammed, for joining us today. And like we said, we've got a digital technology learning hub, which is amazing facilities. But now let's show you so you can see it for yourself. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, my name is Precious and I'm a journalism student over here at De Montfort University. Today I'll be taking you on a tour to see some of our computing, engineering and media facilities. So come on, let's take a look. Now we're at the Demon FM radio station, and students like myself, because I study journalism, I can come here and record my own radio show, or I can even do podcasts or even invite guests to do live streams with. So let's take a look. Now we're in the graphic design studio, which has a large open space and lots of iMacs. Within this studio, it includes traditional printmaking. And down here is the Digital Fun Factory, which is used to explore creative technologies. Take a look. Now we're in one of our computing labs. Students come here to study AI, cybersecurity, software engineering and computer science. These computers are high spec and high performance, which includes industry standard software packages. It's a great place to collaborate. Even media students come here to edit. Take a look. Now we're at one of our other computing labs, which includes specialized servers, wired and wireless networking equipment. All of our labs have expert technicians to support you. Let's take a look. Now we're in the TV studio. On my left is the control room and behind me is the green screen. We have multiple camera setups that can be used by the students and are also in the industry. Students that study media, journalism and film come here to record TV shows and also record their projects.
Hi, welcome back. Next up, we are moving on to engineering. So the engineering department, you can expect industry-grade labs, flight simulators, and even a race team. Also, our aeronautical engineering course is ranked in the top 20 by the Guardian University List 2025. And now we're going to explore all of the reasons why. So we are welcomed by Marie, our head of school, and we also have Harris.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, could you walk us through what makes the engineering courses here so unique at DMU?
What makes the engineering so unique? Well, I'm super proud of our school. We're quite a small school, we're an extremely friendly school. And I think what makes us unique is that we are so hands-on, we're so practical in what we do. And obviously engineering, as you'd expect, we want to turn out sort of industry-ready professionals, and they want people that can get stuck in, get their hands on equipment. So I think what makes us unique is our emphasis on making sure our students are ready for industry, and we do that by having some fantastic equipment that I'm sure we'll talk about today, but giving students huge amounts of opportunity to actually get their hands on it. So we've got labs kitted out with amazing equipment, and we don't just show and get groups of students around a piece of equipment. We have so much that every student gets to blow up capacitors, break things, and really get stuck in, as you should do in engineering.
Absolutely. So fully immersive, hands-on learning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we recently had an engineering day, didn't we, where industry came in and all of them said it's the hands-on practical learning that they need graduates to have. It's fine sitting and, on your computer trying to work out all the calculations, etc. But it's those that do the extracurricular activities as well, which I know, Harris, you do. In terms of facilities, they are outstanding. I've not managed to get in the flight simulator yet myself, although I would like to. Could you walk us through some of the facilities that we have got here?
Well, yeah, so obviously you've mentioned the flight simulator, which is an amazing opportunity for students to actually get hands-on learning about sort of flight control. But we've also got a subsonic wind tunnel, so students can experiment with different designs and shapes of aircraft within the wind tunnel, and that's really dedicated for the students on our aeronautical engineering programmes. But then obviously we also offer mechanical engineering, which I know Harris will talk about. So we've got dynamics and control labs, we've got workshops, and as I was saying, we make sure all of our students in the very first year learn how to operate a drill, a lathe, sort of all of the fundamental bits of equipment. So we've got that set up. Sort of on the electrical and electronic engineering side, we've got embedded systems labs, we've got Faraday cages, we've got fantastic setups sort of for students to build things with Arduino and test out lots of different systems. We've got an engine test cell, we've got an energy lab, we've got a smart grid lab. We've got loads of things, lots of buttons, lots of hands-on things for students to really have lots of fun in.
It's brilliant. And we've got some really good industry links as well, haven't we? Some of our students go on to amazing placements and secure amazing graduate jobs after. Are there any that stick in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, you touched on the industry day that we had, and I think that was a really nice opportunity for industry to come in and sort of share their expertise, and staff and students to talk. And we're really proud of our industrial liaison committees. So they kind of come in and steer lots of the content, they sort of supervise final year projects, but also they kind of give us the opportunities for students to go into employment with them or give exposure to them. So we've had placement students at the likes of sort of Bentley, we've had students that have got really good graduate positions at JCB, Rolls-Royce, Jaguar Land Rover, you name it, the big names, as well as, just as important, the local SMEs as well. There's some fantastic local opportunities, which I'm really pleased. One of my final year students messaged me late the other night and said, I just can't wait to tell you I've just got a job offer at a local company, and he was just over the moon. So it's that kind of breadth of opportunity that our students are really, getting exposure to, which is amazing. It's priceless.
Brilliant. And you've also worked with some big companies as well in your engineering and physics career. Could you let us know why you're so passionate about this particular area and STEM in particular?
Well, yeah, so I'm actually a physicist by background, and I've been at De Montfort University for nearly 21 years, so I've literally taught. I started off in the School of Engineering, so I've taught across all of the STEM subjects. I've taught maths, I've taught physics, I've taught engineering, I've taught some computing. And I'm just passionate about sort of inclusivity and diversity. And, and I think if you walk around the campus, we really just, we are such a diverse place. And I think STEM is the future. I'm totally biased, but if you're going to study anything at university, it's got to be STEM. And I think engineering for me, although I'm sort of physics by background, engineering is really putting the principles and the fundamentals of science into practice and coming up with amazing innovation and technology. It's like it's what the future is. So that's why I'm really passionate about it. And I think we do it really well here at DMU.
I think so too. But again, we're biased.
Oh, totally.
Harris, could you let us know your experience about DMU and also let us into DMU Merlin as well?
Yeah, so I'll start with my experience. So I'm currently a third year mechanical engineer. I have done a foundation year, so I've been at the university for about 4 years now, a long time, but it has been a really good experience, and I have enjoyed a lot of it. It's challenged me in a lot of areas. I've had a lot of opportunities to explore just about anything that I want to get on with. I've had a lot of support from the technicians, from lecturers, name it. I've had the help that I needed and I wanted, and to be able to explore different areas. I've had millions of opportunities. It is a really good course to be on as well. Not biased at all.
No, of course. And you really get stuck in with the extracurricular as well, don't you? You're always helping us out at any engineering days, our open days. You're a real advocate for engineering here at DMU. Could you tell us about some of the IMechE challenges?
Yeah, so one of the IMechE challenges that we have at the university is called the IMechE UAS challenge, where we have to design, build and fly a fully autonomous aircraft, of which I'm the team lead of, so I get stuck in with everywhere. I have to have a bit of knowledge about a bit of everything to be able to then inform the team how to complete it, how to go about it, and how to be able to create a fully functioning aircraft. This aircraft then goes on and competes into a international competition against universities around the UK, from Scotland, down south, international as well, so a lot from Netherlands, all the way through to India, Pakistan, and China. So really international competition, and it's one of these competitions that you and events that the real world experiences that you gain from doing a real world project. You learn a lot of different skills that you can't simulate in a classroom, skills that you can only get by physically doing it, encountering challenges. Example, today we had a part that didn't fit. How do we fix it? Change the part out. Those type of issues you can't simulate in a classroom, you can't simulate in a course, and you can only get it on the course on a challenge team, which then helps on going into your graduate schemes or your jobs. It really gives you that foundation and that knowledge that I've encountered this problem already. I've then got confidence to go on and complete it and get through whatever I'm going through.
That's amazing. And award-winning as well, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes,
I've seen
definitely.
some trophies.
You've seen the trophy.
Yes,
I
we've
have
definitely
seen
got
the
quite a few
trophies.
trophies.
Yeah.
And they're gradually getting bigger as well, I've
Yes.
noticed.
of
So
course.
So hopefully this year we are aiming to compete, to get a good standard and to get a really good prize this year.
No
Good
pressure.
luck.
No pressure at all. No, not at all.
we're now going to play a short video from our aeronautical engineering student, Sakshi, who has recently completed her placement year and has also just secured a job at Rolls-Royce. Let's take a look.
My placement with GE Aerospace, I was based in the Scotland facility for GE Aerospace, and basically what we did in GE Caledonian was we focused on the repair, overhaul or maintenance of the GEnx 1Bs and the GEnx 2Bs type of engines. It was a fabulous experience just to be able to work with different teams, meet new people, and just learn and gain more experience from more experienced individuals than me, especially in this aeronautical engineering field.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. So our engineering courses are all designed with employability in mind, and a lot of our graduates have gone on to work at some amazing world-renowned companies such as Airbus, Bentley, Cummins, Network Rail, Rolls-Royce, so multitude of sectors: aerospace, defence, energy. We have now got something really exciting for you. So we are going to go live to the mechanical engineering lab, hopefully. Zach, let us know when you are there.
Can you guys see me, hear me all fine? Yeah?
Hi, Zach.
Hi guys, right. Welcome to the DMU Racing Lab. Here Merlin, we're on. Nice to know you're still simulating things and don't get to do the real one. So here we have all of our great machinery for DMU Racing. We have some lathes here, which a lot of our students work on, including myself. We find out that 90% of a car is made up of these little things called top hats, because it seems to be all we make. Yeah, we spent probably a good few months just making these to put into the car. We then have some higher spec machine like our CNC lathe here, which Glenn does wizardry on, I must have to say. Some of the parts he makes from this, I have no clue. One day I wish to have a clue, but it is just amazing what he can do with this thing. We then come over here to Mark's desk, where he has another CNC machine, which again, have no clue how he does it, but he manages to produce some absolutely astonishing parts for us, for our team. A bit more about our lab. Well, we've got all this, which once you've done your induction, you're pretty much free to use, like this pillar drill, all these. In here, we've got a lot more just sort of drills, bits, anything you need. Around here, we've got our belt sanders and all this material, which is free for students to use. As long as you've got a project you're using it for, use it. You want some help making it, technicians are here to help you make it. Yeah, all this machinery, free to use, as long as you're a DMU student. You've got a good reason for making it, we'll help you make it. Now, here's a little bit of a walk. I'll take you down here to show you a bit more of the lab, a bit more of the technical side, where we do a bit more of the grunt work, a lot of the typing. Around here, we've got some of our 3D printers, wind tunnels, some relics from the past, as this place is a bit old, but amazing still. And here comes the piece de resistance, as I like to say, our car from 2022, which Marie actually got to test drive one day, and she gunned it around Sutton Circuit. She was actually one of the fastest drivers that day. This car actually got us a 6th place finish back in 2022. And it'd be great to try and replicate that this year. We're trying to go back to basics. We did EV for 2 years, but back to IC, we're looking to hopefully replicate something like that. On this workbench here is all our computers where, as I said, we do a lot of our grunt work. The countless hours I've spent staring at these screens, typing up documents, typing up this, typing up that. And the main thing I'm working on, which is a business presentation. So the business presentation is something part of the Formula Students section where you pretend you're a company and going on Dragon's Den and you're trying to sell that car to a company. So, and I went, right, engineers, do they have this sort of presentation skill, this, that? And I went, you know what, this is something which will set me apart being a mechanical engineer. And I've really taken it by the horns and really want to just sort of give it my go. And come over to here, we have some of our old parts. You can see this was cast magnesium. Was good for when we needed it, but now it's a bit dated. And here we have some of the nicest parts you'll ever see on a Formula Student car. These recently come back anodized uprights, optimized by some of the 3rd-year students. And these will be going on our current car, which is sitting in our welding bay currently, ready to go, hopefully in another 2 months. Yeah, I mean, more about the event and our history. So over here, we've been competing for about 12 years. So you see some of the first teams here back in 2013, all the way up to 2024 in that top corner with our last EV entry, which it was okay, but we thought it was time to go back to the IC vehicle. Shall we go into the welding bay and show you where we're currently at? So in here, do have to say this isn't current attire for what we would wear. It is very much weather permitted. I'm in this. It is a lot hotter than I expected, but here is our current car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It may not look like something much yet, but this has taken months and months of work to get to. So we do all the welding in-house. James, our team lead, who should be doing this, but he's asked me very kindly to do this for him, has done all these beautiful welds. Don't ask any master welders if these are beautiful welds. I assure you they are.
We'll ask Marie that.
Oh, do not ask Marie. Once this car's done, Marie, you can drive that as well.
Yeah.
We do all our little bits.
Footage.
I've
seen the footage of you driving.
Oh, honestly,
Yeah.
Marie driving that car
Granny
is
does.
something of beauty.
That's amazing. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Am I right in thinking you're the deputy team principal of the
Yes,
racing
I am.
team?
So I
What
am.
skills have you got from doing that?
Oh, honestly, so I'm only a first year studying mechanical engineering, and while studying my course, I was like, you know what, I'm getting this. Let's throw myself into something, and this is what I chose. And you know what, James has really helped me learn all these sort of things. Like CAD, my CAD skills have improved drastically doing this because James keeps coming to me, Zach, can you design this? Zach, can you design that? And you know what? I give it a go, and either way, if I do it well or don't do it well, I learn how to do it. But apart from that, it's just learning how to apply what I'm learning currently, like all the basics with engineering. I'm learning it on my course currently, and then James is throwing me the advanced stuff and going, now learn this. And just applying it to the car. So he's talked to me about doing FEA on stuff. And I really feel joining something like this is giving me a step up in life and maybe a bit on my course, because it is just additional learning at the end of the day. I mean, I've come here to learn and really expand myself. And I feel like this team is really helping me do that.
Amazing. And I know you're only in your first year, but are you thinking of doing a placement?
Yeah, definitely think of doing a placement. I know of a lot of people who have done the Formula Student placement and gone on to some quite amazing companies. I mean, I think we had someone at Alpine who is now doing great there. We've had other people at Bentley. I think we have had a couple at Rolls-Royce. James would know more than this than me, but I've learned a bit as I've gone along. But I think I'm definitely thinking to do a placement, and my choice would be to do the Formula Student Team Lead placement, which is what you do between your second and third year.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. And the tech work, so brilliant. That's amazing. Before we move before we move into media, we are going to watch a short video and then we will be back with you.
Hello and welcome to Leicester Media School at De Montfort University. I'm Dr. Alan Taylor, the head of Leicester Media School, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to our vibrant and innovative community. At Leicester Media School, we pride ourselves on offering a blend of the best technical teaching, along with the commercial skills you need to succeed in industry, supported by state-of-the-art facilities that are designed to ignite your creativity and hone your talent. We're excited to introduce you to our brand new virtual production studio, a cutting-edge space that allows you to explore the future of media production. Our TV studio is fully equipped for live broadcasts, while our radio studio offers professional-grade technology for aspiring broadcasters. You'll also have access to our green screen studios, perfect for creating immersive content, and our motion capture studio, where you can bring your digital creations to life with precision. We have several successful alumni who have started their own film and TV production companies after graduation right here in Leicestershire, such as Orange Fox Studios, Created by 10 and Collab Creation, as well as graduates who have gone to work at the UK's biggest media companies like BBC, ITV, and magazine publishing giant Immediate Media. We're passionate about growing the creative industries in the East Midlands region, and we actively create connections between our students and local creative companies. Joining Leicester Media School means becoming part of a well-established media powerhouse, where innovation meets tradition and creativity meets opportunity. We're here to support you every step of your way as you embark on this exciting journey. Welcome to De Montfort University and welcome to Leicester Media School. Let's create something amazing together.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that video and having an inside look into some of our facilities. I mentioned earlier about the Digital Technology Learning Hub and a £6 million investment into our facilities. The Leicester Media School also benefited from these facilities. So we had our TV production studio updated. We've got industry standard equipment in there. So everything that you will learn on this course and the equipment that you're using, you'll use it in industry. We have a motion capture suite. We've got a content studio. We've got a virtual production suite. We've got image capture studios and so much more. So I really hope you enjoyed that video, having a look around some of the facilities that we have. We also have amazing careers and employability here. So some of our graduates have gone on into careers such as producers, editors, writers, journalists, working at companies such as BBC, The Guardian, The Telegraph, Sky Sports, Film 4 and Odeon Entertainment. So that just gives you a bit of insight into the Leicester Media School.
Very impressive. We are now joined by Zoo, Senior Lecturer within the Leicester Media School, and we've also got Precious, a current journalism student who also won the BAFTA Young Presenters competition and got to interview lots of celebrities. So we'll have loads of questions for you, maybe off camera. Zoo, could you let us know about, I know Vanessa went into some of the facilities, but what are some of the new areas that you're seeing are making our students ready to go straight into their roles?
So the kind of biggest star of the facilities has definitely been the virtual production studio. It's like state of the art, like the newest technology. It's if people are not familiar, it's what was used to film Mandalorian. So instead of having sets, it's the set is actually projected onto a screen. There's a screen directly behind the actors. It's a giant LED wall, so it's kind of an upgrade from the green screen technology, and it's really, really amazing. And that has been sort of used across the VFX production courses, but we also have a new virtual production masters as well. So that has attracted sort of students from like different pathways with game art backgrounds, with film background, but also with the sort of visual effects backgrounds as well.
And I think these facilities are really benefiting the whole university, because I know that we've had performing arts and dance students come into those particular spaces, and our students within VFX, for example, have done all the backgrounds, etc. So it is really quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really versatile space as well, so it's
Brilliant.
been very popular.
We've personally seen a real rise in particular creative subjects within the Leicester Media School, particularly concept and comic art. We have seen so many people interested in this, and at our open days, it's a really popular subject. I know that's something you're really passionate about. Could you let us know what sort of roles students can go into doing something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's obviously the concept. They can go into concept art and work as concept artists, and then that is our students work as storyboarders. They can go into film, animation. A lot of them are really interested in games and character design, so that's sort of several of the pathways. We have some students who have gone straight into jobs after that. In terms of comics, there is a lot of interest for them to be like independent creators, and we have some students who have really succeeded massively, and they're running their own webtoon series. So that's quite a new industry that has only really been around for the past maybe 10 years. So it's a very particular style of webcomic, so it's published primarily online. But we also have students who are interested in the kind of more traditional comics work, such as working for sort of Marvel and DC. And we had success with our students being finalists and winning competitions, such as 2000 AD competition. And this year we just had one of our third year students win Manga G-Man competition, which is it's run by Japanese embassy, and they've had like great success with that. So they really want to become a professional mangaka.
That is impressive. Thank you. Should we go on to Precious? Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Right, so you know where we're going to start. So you were literally a BAFTA young presenter.
Yeah.
And you got to go on the red carpet, so just tell us all about it.
Yeah, so I won the competition in 2023, and ever since then I've just had like loads of opportunities. So even literally last Sunday I was at the BAFTA TV Awards, but but they gave me the opportunity because I'm now like above the age of 18. I get to work as a chaperone, so I was actually looking after Katie Piper and like taking her on her award run. So that was really, really good.
That is a great experience.
One for the CV.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about, I know you were on the carpet actually interviewing people, so tell me a bit more about that experience and what kind of skills that you learned that you kind of can bring back onto your into your studies.
So I think with journalism there's different parts of journalism, so I want to get into like broadcast journalism and presenting. So I think BAFTA has taught me a lot of skills in terms of like talking to the camera and like learning scripts beforehand and interviewing skills, especially being a journalism student. I think that's something that's very key, and that's something that you need to know. So that's helped me a lot. And definitely I think not being like flustered that they're celebrities, because I think we need to realise that they're actually people, so just like calm down. Like I remember I interviewed Laura Whitmore, but I didn't actually know it was her, and then when when I got home my sister's like, do you know who you interviewed? I was like, oh yeah, I do now. So yeah, it's really good. It's been a great experience.
It sounds amazing. And how has employability like been embedded within your course? So I know you helped out at the BBC Young Reporters event, so you got to work with the BBC. Tell me about that, and what other experiences have you had whilst being at DMU?
Yeah, so I actually remember my first experience in 2023. I think it was like the end of that year. There was an event called Will Politics Fix the Planet? So I got to be a presenter for that, and I got to interview the college students from Leicester that came. So that has helped a lot. And I also got to network at the BBC Young Reporters event that also happened at DMU. So I think I'm just happy because the course definitely comes hand in hand with what I'm already doing. And I actually applied to do a BBC apprenticeship, but I didn't get it. But I see it as like a blessing, because I feel like if I didn't come to De Montfort University, I wouldn't have been able to have like skills or meet certain people to push me in my career, especially like with the lecturers that I have. They like really just throw us in there and just
Yeah.
like, you need to make sure you're doing this, or this is how you write a feature story. So even now we're working on a magazine project. So I've learned a lot from my lecturers in terms of that. So it's been great.
The lecturers here are amazing.
Yeah.
I studied journalism as well, and I will never forget the first day that I came in to my lecture.
Yeah.
They were like, so you all want to be journalists? And we were all like, yeah, all excited. And they said, right, great, go out and
Yeah,
find
go
me a
out.
story. You've got 1 hour. And we were all like, what? But we all did it. We all
Yeah.
came back with a story. So to really understand that it's such a practical, hands-on course.
Yeah.
And for my final year project in my final year, I had to produce a whole magazine from scratch.
Wow.
The photography, all of the copy and the text, and putting it all together in Adobe InDesign. Like, they really give you all the skills to kind of push you and take you to that next level.
Yeah.
So talking about the facilities, we've spoken about the Digital Technology Learning Hub and how we've upgraded loads of facilities with the huge investment. So how have you benefited from the facilities, and like, what's your favourite facility to
I
use?
definitely say the podcast studios that they have. So I know there's like Demon Media, so there's Demon Magazines and all these different clubs and societies that you can join. But I'm actually applying for DMU Global, so unfortunately I won't be able to be here to use them. But if you are coming to the university, I highly recommend that you join these societies. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That kind of leads into my next question. What advice would you have to anyone who's aspiring to be a journalist or a presenter?
Yeah, I think be yourself, and I think find your voice as well, because there's so many journalists, especially like on TikTok. I feel like anyone could be a journalist. It's just about being yourself and just being confident. And I think just going out there and finding stories, I think that's my favourite part about journalism, the fact that I can speak to anyone from any walk of life, any background, and just get something out of them. So yeah, just definitely be yourself, and yeah, just go for it. Yeah.
And my final question for you, what is your favourite thing about DMU?
Yeah, I think the diversity and just the lecturers. The lecturers are very funny, especially Lee. I don't know if he's watching this, but he makes me laugh. Yeah, but yeah, the lecturers are nice, and I really like the campus at night. Yeah, it's really nice just to walk through it. Yeah, I really like it.
Oh, it's so nice how you hear how you're speaking about like the academics and the technicians. I think we've got a really good, strong, diverse community here at DMU, and I think that's what makes us stand out the most. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed this conversation. So thank you so much to all of our guests today and everyone for joining us. Also want to mention, I know it's exam season, so if you are taking any exams, I wish you all the best of any exams or assignments that you have going on. And I just want you to remember that DMU is here to support you throughout all of your journey. So if you have any questions or any concerns, feel free to get in touch with us. Remember to take breaks, look after yourself, get some fresh air, have some fun. I know it can be a stressful time taking exams, but it's important to make sure that you look after yourself and just know that DMU is here to support you.
And if you're still considering coming to DMU, we would love to invite you to our next open day, which is on the 28th of June. I think I've got that right. That's amazing. And if it's the creative industries that you're interested in particular, we've also got our degree show, which runs from the 20th to the 28th of June. All of the information can be found on our website. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.